All in this video, so we are going to discuss about the structure of Taenia solium. So Taenia solium is a parasite which completes its life cycle in two hosts. So this animal require two hosts to complete their life cycle. It is an internal parasite which is found in the small intestine of man, which is a primary host. So man is the primary host of this parasite. This organism, this parasite required two hosts to complete their life cycle. So man is a primary host and the secondary host is the pig, and secondary host of this parasite is the pig. It is the pig, and sometimes it is found in the body of dog and sheep also. So dog, sheep, pigs, these are the secondary host or intermediate host of the Taenia solium. When we see the external morphology of this Taenia solium or the structure of this Taenia solium is structural morphology of the Taenia solium. So when we discuss about the shape, size and coloration of the Taenia solium is having of white color, but it is also creamish, yellowish or grayish in color. So there is having particularly this organism having of white color but creamish color, yellowish or grayish coloration is also common in some specimens. Then the body is about 1 to 5 meter long. Body is 1 to 5 meter long, which is flattened, ribbon like or tape like or tape shape. Elongated body is extremely narrow towards their anterior end. The anterior side of this body of this organism is very small, very narrow, while the posterior side is wider or broaden. So elongated body is extremely narrow anteriorly and gradually broadens towards posterior end. The body having many segments. Segments are called as proglottids. The segments of the body of Taenia solium is called as proglottids. Body is divided into number of small segments and the segments are called as proglottids. It may be up to 850 in numbers. So proglottids may be up to 850 in numbers. Body is divisible into three main parts, that is scolex or head, the anteriormost part that is called as scolex or head, a short unsegmented part that is next to the scolex or head is the neck, and third part is the strobila or main body part. So body is divisible into three parts: an anterior scolex, short neck and a segmented long strobila. So overall these organisms looks like this. The body is divisible into three parts: scolex, which is the anteriormost small part, second one part that is the neck, and this third part is called as strobila. The body is divisible into three parts. Again there is having these proglottids having immature proglottids, mature proglottids and gravid proglottids. So the scolex or the first anteriormost part of the body of the Taenia solium, which is called as scolex, this scolex it represents the anterior end of the body. Scolex is the anteriormost part of the body, and this scolex or anteriormost part of the body of Taenia solium, it is about 0.6 to 1 millimeter wide. The scolex is about 0.6 to 1 millimeter in wide. At the apex having a rounded mobile cone that is called as rostellum. At the apex there is having a rounded structure, mobile structure, that is called as rostellum. It is with 22 to 32 curved chitinous hooks This rostrum they are having 2 rows of hooks, and all their numbers are about 22 to 32 curved chitinous hooks arranged in 2 rows. Hooks of anterior circle, or the small hooks of anterior circle, that is, hooks of anterior circle are larger, measuring up to 0.14 to 0.18 millimeter. The hooks of anterior circle is are these are larger, measuring up to 0.14 to 0.18 millimeter, while the hooks of posterior circle are smaller and measuring about 0.11 to 0.14 millimeter. Each hook consists of 3 parts, that is, a base, the hooks having a base, then by which it fixed, and there is having a blunt handle. Second part is the handle, first part base, second part handle, and third part, which is a conical in structure, that is called as blade. Each hook consists of 3 parts: base, by which it fixes, a blunt handle, and a conical blade. The scolex bears 4 highly muscular suctorial organs, that is called as suckers. Scolex perforated, having 4 suckers. So these 4 suckers are found on each angle of the quadrangle of the head. The scolex, with the help of its hooks and suckers, lies buried in the host intestinal mucosa, and with providing a firm adhesion to the body against the action of peristaltic movement of host intestine. Second part is the neck. This neck is a short part. Neck is a short, narrow, unsegmented region behind the scolex. It is a short, narrow, unsegmented region behind the scolex. Is termed as budding zone. This is called as budding zone, or growth zone, or area of proliferation, or area of segmentation. This is a particular part from which the strobilas are budded off. From this part, small strobilas are budded off, that becomes larger when goes towards the posterior side. So this strobilas, which is having a number 800 to 1000 proglottids. Single is called as proglottids, and their numbers, large numbers, called as strobila. Single strobila is called as proglottids, and altogether called as strobila. This strobila is about 800 to 1000 proglottids. Their proglottids having number 800 to 1000 altogether. It forms the main bulk of body. It consists of these strobilas or proglottids arranged in a linear series. Is arranged in a linear series, one behind the other. The single proglotids is a unit part of body enclosing a complete set of genitalia. These proglotids are arranged in a linear series in a chain-like fashion, and this single proglotids is a unit part of body enclosing a complete set of genitalia. These proglotids are emerges from the neck and pushed backwards. Emerges from the neck and pushed backwards. Thus, in strobila, the anterior proglotids are the youngest, and when we goes to the posterior side, it becomes oldest. Attached proglotids, this attached or nearer proglotids attached together by longitudinal muscles, excretory ducts, and nerve cords. So, two linear proglotids are attached together by longitudinal muscles, excretory ducts and nerve cords. Then second type of proglottids, that is called as mature proglottids. According to degree of development, the strobilas having three kinds of proglottids, that is immature, mature and gravid. Second type, that is a mature proglottids. This mature proglottids is about 450. This forms the middle part and larger. Mature proglottids are about 450 in number. These are mature and forming the middle part of the strobila. Out of that, 100 to 150 proglottids and anterior 100 to 150 proglottids contains only male reproductive organs. Only male reproductive organs. Posterior 250 mature proglottids develop both male and female reproductive organs. So, out of 450 proglottids, mature proglottids, 100 to 150 proglottids contains only male reproductive organs, while posterior 250 mature proglottids having both types of reproductive organs. Third type of proglottid, that is called as ripe gravid proglottids. These are the oldest and last 150 to 350 proglottids of posterior end of the body. In these proglottids, male as well as female reproductive organs have degenerated except the highly branched uterus. This uterus having fully fertilized eggs. In this ripe or gravid proglottids, there is having fully fertilized eggs. And next step, which takes place in the case of Taenia solium, that is called as apolysis. This apolysis means small group of gravid proglottids. Small group of gravid proglottids are regularly detached from the posterior end of body of this parasite and pass out with the host waste material, and this process is called as apolysis. Detaching of small group of gravid proglottids regularly from the posterior end of the body, that is called as the apolysis. This process is called apolysis. This process is for transfer the developing embryo to the exterior. What is the purpose or main function of this process of apolysis? It serves to transfer the developing embryo to the exterior, to the secondary host, to inject to the secondary host. And second one importance of this apolysis, it limits the size of body of this organism. These are two functions of the apolysis. So thank you for watching this video.